morning, welcome to day 3 of the reading rush. I'm waking up a little late because I have to stay up tonight because I'm hosting a Twitter sprint on Twitter for the reading rush, and I gotta stay up till 2 a.m. my time. Ignore the fact that I didn't take my makeup off last night. Do as I say, not as I do, and wash your face. I don't think I'm gonna be leaving my house today. I think it's just gonna be a nice chill day, relaxed. I need to do a lot of laundry, but I do have to pick another book to start, and I have 2 books left, and one of which is my weird fantasy book, and the other one is a horror, and I think I'm going to read my horror book. It is The Troop by Nick Cutter. This is about tapeworms, and I know there's body horror in this, and I don't think I'm prepared. People have tried to prepare me, but I don't think I'm prepared. And I just want to read this and get this over with. I would like to add that I did flip open to a page, and it was fucking gross. Can't wait to get into this. May or may not eat any food today because of this book, so it's pretty gross. So, excited about that. And I need to look at the video challenges and the photo challenges for Instagram and figure that out. But for now, I'm going to eat food before I open this book. I'm going to watch a couple people's vlogs, Books and Lala, Chandler, Chelsea, a lot of other people who I just go through, whoever's up and around. But those are like the 3 that I like watch, you know? I'm like, also I'll probably watch a bunch of BuzzFeed videos because let's get real. And then maybe some Dr. Phil clips. Okay, so I decided to come outside and lay in my hammock in the backyard and hope that like 0% of nature tries to touch me. We're gonna start The Troop because what book is better to read outside? I'm scared. I might need to be in the comfort of my own home to read this. I'd like to add that Stephen King did say that The Troop scared the hell out of me and I couldn't put it down. This is old school horror at its best, not for the faint-hearted, but for the rest of us sick puppies. It's a perfect gift for a winter night. Alright, let's do this. Well, page 1, this book is set in Canada, in a place that I've been before. So that's kind of fun. It's set on an island off of Prince Edward Island, which I've been to. So, this is exciting. So, I hope that then I can picture the setting better. Ignore the sound, that's my laundry on in the backyard. But, so far I'm on chapter 8, so I'm about 45 pages in. It's already, like, I don't want to say kind of gross, but it's definitely gonna, like, get grosser. So, basically, there is a scout troop on an island off of PEI, and there's the scoutmaster and then the 5 kids. And they have like no real way back to the mainland, you know, as it goes. So this man shows up on the island, and it's told in their perspective and then also in like news articles, which I love. Chef's kiss to that. Reads almost like Carrie, how it's like the girl with telekinetic powers, blah blah blah. So anyway, the guy that showed up on the island is named Typhoid Tom. So basically he has a like biological weapon is himself. So obviously there's some sort of virus, and he's gonna spread it to these kids on this island, and it's gonna get fucking gross. And to be honest, it's reading fast. I really kind of like it, but I know it's gonna get gnarly. So it's like any horror book where you're kind of like, okay, like what's happening? There's also already been reference to the flying spaghetti monster, so this book is tight. Oh, hello, friend. There it is. Okay, the video challenge for today, actually, let me turn this light on. Oh, we're a cooking channel now. So the video challenge for today is to pick a book and do a recipe inspired by said book. So that's what I'm gonna do today. The book that I decided to pick is Sourdough by Robin Sloan, and this is a book about a woman named Lois who basically lives in like a futuristic-y kind of world where they're trying out different forms of like food, almost like Soylent, so that they don't have to eat often, so people can keep working and blah blah blah. And she stumbles across this sourdough starter and basically makes and creates and takes care of this bread. There's a little bit of magic in it, you know, it's special. It's unlike any book I've ever read, and it's one of my favorite books, and I'm due for a reread. I figured today I'm gonna just make things hard on myself and make sourdough bread because I like a challenge, so why not? So I'll take you guys along for the journey, mix up my ingredients, and we'll do the damn thing. Let's make some bread. All right, first things first is making sure to turn on your oven to bake. We'll set it to 350. Perfect. We need a couple of ingredients. First thing, we need flour. This is all-purpose flour. We got that. Second, you need a little bit of sugar to feed the dough. Kind of need a little bit of magic baking powder. So we're gonna put this together, and then I think you need some water. Okay, so flour, you basically want to take, I don't know, about 1/8 a cup, pop that in there. Also about 1/8 a cup of sugar. Oh, fuck, try to unscrew something with your one hand. You always want to make sure that there's a golden wrapped baked potato nearby. That's very important to this recipe. You want to take a little bit of magic powder, pop that in there, make sure that it's gonna rise. Again, about 1/8 a cup, sounds good. And then you just kind of mix this all together until it makes a dough. But then once your dough is adequately mixed and it looks like this, then you basically just want to put it on a pan. So we have our dough. It's okay if it's a little sticky, it will tighten up over time. Form it into a ball, like so. A ball, you know. So then you're gonna want to put that in your oven that's set to 587 degrees for about 3 to 4 hours. It's been cooking for about 45 minutes so far, so it's starting to smell done. I think it's done. It's been about 6 hours, so let's see. Oh, wow. I think it looks great. Isn't that beautiful? So just like that, you know, just some flour, a little bit of magic. We have sourdough bread. So I don't know about you guys, but it looks pretty good. Actually, it's hot, so I'm gonna put it right here. So that's how you make sourdough bread. Tastes good, tastes great. I'm happy. Recipe. So because the fuck? Recipe for the day. It is part of the video challenge. So, hello.
Hello.
So, because it was part of the video challenge, we are making hot dogs, not complex. We're not making hot dogs. I'm not grinding pig parts together. But we have naturally hardwood smoked Oktoberfest sausages, but technically hot dogs, whatever. So the first step to making these hot dogs, this is the official recipe, is to get your husband to do it. Get him to
shit.
turn the barbecue on.
You little
and
shit.
Make them for you. Second part of the recipe is to
Eat them.
That's aggressive. Ah!
I mean hot dogs.
Cook for me, baby. Hey, baby. You are fire.
Did you say you wanted 1 or 2?
Fine, make 2. I might not eat 2 right now, but I don't know. I'm reading a book about tapeworms. It's gross. I love you.
Yeah, I'm pretty awesome.
That's so gross. Get out my way.
No.
I get my way.
No.
You're dumb.
You're dumb.
Stop it.
Shake it not like a Polaroid picture.
You're not supposed to shake Polaroid pictures.
That's why I said not like a Polaroid picture.
Oh. Lay it flat like a Polaroid picture. Now I'm crying. I basically stalked this website for like 2 weeks and I found this cactus I really wanted. It sold out in like 3 minutes. And now I'm sad. So, I really want this cactus. I am now 153 pages into the troupe. And it's not fun. I mean, it is and it isn't. It's definitely going the route of like gross out horror, like body horror. And to be honest, I'm not like that grossed out yet. I read about like a examination that I guess the military did on a monkey where they sort of observe it over time and at some point worms pop out of its eyeballs. So I mean that's fucked up. I'm halfway through and I don't know how much worse it's gonna get. So, and I say worse as in like graphic and gory. I'm enjoying it. I find it fascinating, but I don't know how bad it's gonna get. So the book took a wild turn. I was okay with the tapeworm thing, kind of, but then the kid just ate an earwig and I'm like, great. Why am I reading this? Great. Something just moved under this kid's fingernails. Page 167 isn't fun. Ooh, I'm gonna need a palate cleanser after this. Alright, well, I'm taking a break from this book. And yes, I'm drinking Starbucks for the first time this week, which is weird. But also having a bunch of caffeine at 10 p.m. because I have to stay up until 2 a.m. my time to do a reading rush sprint. I'm so excited about it, by the way. But, like, I just went on Twitter and looked at Spencer because Spencer's holding the sprint before me. I don't know what I thought following Spencer. I made that choice, by the way. I made that choice. I was like, I'll follow Spencer. That seems like a wise idea. I don't have a song. I don't have an orchestrated production. I'm just gonna have my mediocre ass running a reading sprint. Pray for me because it's gonna be great. First thing I need to do is take a break from parasites. Yeah, no, it's... See, here's the thing. I literally just sent a message to Chelsea, Julie, and Mel, and I said, I hate this book. I love this book. It's great. It's horrible. Make it stop, but I love it. And so I have a funny feeling that this is going to end up being 5 stars because books like this that get that much emotion out of me is amazing. Like, this is what I look for in books. Not parasites, but just that feeling of uneasiness, right? It's the reason why people read romance. They want like that feeling of just like, oh my god, they're so cute. Or like, you know, the reason why people read sci-fi or something where it's like, oh man, that blew my mind. The reason why people read stuff like this is to be grossed out, which is exactly what I am. I'm fucking grossed out. So the book is doing its job. You know, I'm connecting to the characters. I'm so intrigued at what it's doing. I love the way this is written, and it does feel like old school horror. It's having them insert the sort of like what's it called, like media, like transcripts. I'm tired. Transcripts and like newspaper clippings and stuff like that. It reads so much like Carrie in that way, where like they're telling you what you need to hear about the aftermath as you're reading it, which is just perfect. I love that. Just things explained to me and giving me just bits of information, and it's getting so messed up. Like, cause it's a group of scout kids. They're like 14. You know, they're going through this stuff and it's horrible. It's god awful. And I don't know, I'm in this book. Like, I'm in it. I don't want to be in it, but I'm in it. Yeah, the descriptions of how this parasite takes over the body is That's a thumbnail right there. Screen cap that. This is fucking wild. This is just wild. I have to stop this video tonight, and I'm gonna include the reading rush stuff, I think, in tomorrow's vlog, like as the evening part of that, just because I have to stay up till 3 a.m. and then I have to edit this and upload it. I think I'm gonna stop around here. Maybe, I don't know. I might read some more. I'm gonna get my vlog edited up until this point. That way, if I need to add any other clips, I can do that. That's what I'm gonna go do. Okay, so I forgot to update you guys on my 2 truths and a lie. Just realized that as I'm editing this video. So the very first one was I watched a girl die on a Gravitron. That is the lie. I was, I think like 9 or 10, and I was in the Gravitron with my mom, and you know, it spins and you get sucked to the boards, and then in this Gravitron the boards slide up and down. And sometimes people would like, you know, turn crazy ways and go upside down and all that stuff. Well, all I can remember is there was a girl on that ride, and I guess she had like flipped at some point and then the thing went up, and all I can remember is seeing her shoes up behind the back of the ride. And people panicked and whatever, and the ride like stopped and slowed down, and I can remember hearing her behind the ride just like knocking about in the actual Gravitron. And so we like again got like emergency like team was like in the ride and like trying to get her out of this ride, and they had to like pull the seats out to try to get her out, because I don't know if people realize, but like inside those rides there's like the stuff needed to build the ride, right? There's a common misconception about Carnival rides that they're dangerous. They're actually much more safe than, say, rides at like a Disneyland or like a Wonderland or like a Six Flags, because those rides, yes, they are built up fast, but they are checked daily. Oftentimes rides at like a Six Flags are only checked once a week. So in my mind, if they're checked on a Monday and Tuesday a bolt falls off, you're not going to know that that bolt is gone until the following Monday. So I feel less safe riding those than I do rides that are checked daily. So anyway, behind the walls in the Gravitron, there's like the tools they need to build these rides, right? And so she got knocked around amongst like all these metal objects, more or less, and like, you know, stuffed tools and stuff. And so she lived, but she was like messed up. Like she got heavily like injured and stuff just from being knocked around in the back of this ride. So I didn't watch her die, but I was terrified as a child watching that happen. And it's one of my favorite rides still to this day, but I can't ever get that out of my head every time I see one. So yeah, that is the lie. The truth, yes, my first love was a carny named Steve who was a juggalo. He had a blue mohawk and 5 lip rings, and he had a giant full black work, like nasty black work tattoo of a hatchet man on his back, which is the symbol for Insane Clown Posse. I'm not proud of this fact, but I was obsessed with this boy, so whatever. The third one, that is that I ran bumper cars. That is true. I say ran, but that's a sort of exaggerated truth. I was friends with a carny named Ricky, and well, my mom was, but so was I, and he ran the bumper cars. And so at one point he let me press the buttons to like make the bumper cars go and stuff, and yeah, so that's very simple, but I got to do that. If you guys guessed correctly, let me know. I just realized I forgot to put that in here at the end of this video, and I was like, oh shit, I better let people know. I've lived a lot of life for 30 years. I feel like I've lived 8 different lives already.